The world is changing dramatically. More businesses are looking for ways to be agile and ready for future disruption. And to get there requires one critical and increasingly valuable ingredient: trust.
Faith in institutions is approaching an all-time low. Whether that's governments, businesses, even nonprofits, what you tend to find is that there is a literal price premium that you can ascribe to trust.
So as we look at this issue of trust, let's break it down into three key areas: stakeholder trust, the metaverse, and artificial intelligence. Technology, somewhat ironically, is actually the thing that led to a lot of the mistrust. Can we use technology as a tool or a solution to build trust?
100%. Generally speaking, we're seeing businesses move towards this idea that trust trumps tech because people support what they understand. And if they don't understand tech, they're not going to use it.
How can businesses really get ahead of that curve? How can they adjust to these new and changing notions of trust and really make trust an intrinsic guiding principle to all that they do?
Technology is a force multiplier. One of the things that we've found in our Deloitte Tech Trends research is the idea that blockchain, it's actually a very useful means of helping engender trust. We have a culture of doubt, of he said, she said. Blockchain affords a means of getting to what we said. It enables this idea of maybe none of us is as trustworthy as all of us. People pay more than they need to work with an organization that they feel comfortable with.
And what you're saying about the blockchain then becomes very interesting, because do we have a world with proof that is based in math we trust and blockchain we trust? The metaverse really has hit this inflection point now because it is an extension of ourselves. The question then becomes, is this a vehicle to ensure more trust in the real world? How do you see this playing out in our day-to-day and in real time?
We talked to one of America's largest energy utilities, and they said, listen, 10 years ago, when we would train someone to work on an electrical substation, we would have to wait for the weather to be just right, fly a group of people from around the country to that spot, and make sure nobody got shocked. Enter virtual reality tech. Suddenly, you've got a triple win. You get the cost efficiencies of digital, right? You get the safety, but critically, you still get that muscle memory, that body awareness. You start to look at it less as a threat and more as a tool. Simplicity is the greatest form of sophistication. Well, don't trust the metaverse because it's sophisticated, right? Trust it because it may in fact be simpler. The reason we talk about AI and data transparency together is because if you can see into that mechanical mind, if you can ask it, why did you make that choice? Then you can begin to understand it, just like you could understand a colleague's decision-making. You can do magical things with mechanical minds.
Do you think there is going to be a degradation of trust between humans and their increasingly smart robotic counterpoints?
One of the big considerations with AI and machine learning is that it's used ethically. Our research has turned up a lot around this notion of bias in artificial intelligence. If you train a machine on data, it will do its best to model what it's seen. So many of our human biases are tacit. A huge part of stamping out the groupthink, the echo chamber that results in that tacit bias, is ensuring that you have diversity from soup to nuts, from beginning to end in the creation of any of your AI systems. And that's why Deloitte's put together our trustworthy AI framework as a means of ensuring that we don't accidentally teach machines to act as we've done, as opposed to as we want to do. The most important thing I've learned is that technology comes last. Tech is just a tool, and a tool's only as useful as the project it's used for. Organizations that lead with need, they're on the right path. Because all of these emerging technologies, if they're understood, they can be trusted.
So as we think about trust, we have the ability through new unfettered thinking to transform it into something that is future-friendly and has staying power now and in the years to come.
I couldn't agree more. Erica, it's been so awesome chopping it up with you.
Thank you so much for the conversation.